But we have another person in media that actually has another theory as to why things are trending in the direction that they're trending in. And that person is ESPN's own Brian Windhorst, who put out some statements where he basically is saying that the NBA is not in a good place because of the coverage from the media. So I actually want to get into his comments here. And I'm reading this from an NBA Central. It says, Brian Windhorst says the NBA media is not in a good place. NBA media right now, we're not in a great place because I think we're devaluing things that help build the league up. Like one of the things is storytelling. Everything is too short right now. People are too focused on tweets, too focused on guys getting crossed over, guys getting dunked on, guys getting embarrassed, social media posts, not as much on storytelling, learning about players and learning their backgrounds, what I call chronicling the season. And of course, some people under that tweet responded and agreed with him and said, you know, Brian, you have a point and all that. So what are my thoughts on all of this? I think the NBA has a bunch of problems in terms of the storytelling, style of play, and all. There are a bunch of things at play here. Number one, the general attitude of the product towards its consumers. The NBA, more than any other league, says we don't care about the fans. And you can see it from the behavior of the players. They don't care about putting on a good show at the All-Star weekends. They don't put forth any effort in the All-Star game. The star players don't even participate in the slam dunk contest. I remember when All-Star Weekend used to be a big thing. Like, you used to be really excited to watch All-Star Weekend. Now, I don't even watch it at all. I don't watch it at all. And if I'm saying that as a person that's followed the NBA for 20 years, then I know that there are a lot of people who are longtime fans of the league feel the same way. I know that. So that's the first thing. The second thing, to Shaq's point, the style of play. It is absolutely horrendous. Let me give you guys some information here. Teams are attempting around 35 threes a game, which means that let's just distill this number down for you guys so you guys can understand just how bad it is to watch. It means that on average, a team is attempting 8.7 3-point shots a quarter. If you have teams averaging 8.7 3-point attempts a quarter in a game where you're watching two teams, it means that on average, you're watching about 17.5 3-point attempts per quarter. If you look at that in a game, it means that on average, you can be watching a game where teams attempt around 70 or more threes in a game. 70 or more three-pointers attempted. That is just not fun to watch. It is not fun to watch. I believe analytics is ruining the NBA. I really do. I heard a comment that Stephen A. Smith made on ESPN, and I was floored. He was speaking to Chris Mad Dog Russo, and Chris Mad Dog Russo was saying how horrible of a GM Daryl Morey is. And he said that he's one of the advocates for this analytics. And he said there was one game where his team lost the game, and Daryl Morey walked up to his coach, and he's like, if you look at the stats and the analytics, we actually won the game. The team lost, but according to the analytics, they won. And now they're trying to intellectualize basketball and remove the common sense out of basketball. There's a lot of dumb basketball being played as well, which I think is something else that's turn off fans. Another thing is the lack of defense. When there's no resistance in something, what's the fun in it? Imagine playing a game that's dumb easy to play. How much fun will you have in a game that's so easy to play? That's another part of it. And then also Adam Silver just allows these guys to walk all over him all day long. There are a lot of fans that wish David Stern or someone like David Stern was at the helm. It's the fact. I'm speaking from the fans' perspective. In terms of what Brian Windhorst is saying, in terms of the coverage and all of that, well, that's the way things are trending. The TikTok, Instagram and all of that. You got people coming to our shows, man, why is this video so long? Why don't you get to the point? I'm like, yo, go to TikTok. If you're looking for that microwave bubblegum content, go to TikTok. They'll give you a video in 30 seconds. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not trying to rush myself. People want things fast and they want the next thing. They want the next thing. They want the next thing. And it's the way for the NBA to engage with its fans. This is how they like content. This is how they like to consume what it is that they watch. And she also talked about storylines and all of that. That's gone away because there's storylines, but to be honest with you, the NBA's storylines now per season is just one story. That's the Lakers. That's the major storyline in an NBA season, the Lakers. LeBron James, the problems with the Lakers.